Hey everyone, David from SundaySounds.com here, and today I want to share with you about our Sunday Guitar MainStage template. Now, a lot of folks know that MainStage is an amazing way to take your live keyboard sounds to the next level. But I found that many people don't understand that MainStage can actually also be a really amazing resource for your live guitar needs. When I started to explore what MainStage could do for me as a guitarist, it took me a long time to sort of start to find out how it could be the most useful for me for live performance and also sound really great. But once I got there, I realized that MainStage is actually a really powerful tool for not just keyboard players, but also guitarists. So what we've done with Sunday Guitar is design a MainStage template specifically for worship guitarists that's designed to give you a really amazing guitar playing experience using only MainStage 3 and your guitar. With Sunday Guitar, you get 13 high-quality effects pedals, 20 different amp, head, and cab combinations that you can mix and match as you'd like, as well as 7 high-quality microphone models, including classics like the SM57 and high-quality studio ribbon and condenser mics. With the mics, you even get control over the placement of the microphone in front of the cab. So if you like the mic nice and tight right in the center of the speaker, you can do that independently for each of the 2 stereo amps. Or if you prefer for there to be some distance between your microphone and the cab, and you like the microphone right off the edge of the speaker cone, you can dial that in as well. I understand as a guitarist myself how important control over tweaking the tone is to most guitarists. So in Sunday Guitar, you have a really visual workspace. You can see all of the pedal models and the amplifiers on screen and make adjustments. One of the questions I get asked all the time about using MainStage as a live guitar rig is, how do I actually interact with it? How do I put together my live performances? And the answer with Sunday Guitar is that you have tons of options for how you want to approach your live performances. You can use Sunday Guitar like one of those really expensive MIDI bypass loopers and scroll through presets. So when you push a single foot switch, you can instantly toggle on or off multiple effects pedals, change the tempo, change infinite parameters of these effects pedals with just a single foot switch. So you could have a preset set up for the verse and then another preset for the chorus and move through your songs in that way. Or you can treat Sunday Guitar as a live pedal board and toggle on or off individual effects pedals in the moment if you use a foot controller or another MIDI control surface. And you can also do anything in between any combination of those 2 methodologies at any time. As a guitarist, I understand how important it is to have tactile control over your performance in real time. So we've pre-assigned Sunday Guitar to the iRig Blue Board, which is this 4-foot switch, inexpensive Bluetooth MIDI controller. There's 2 modes that you get with Sunday Guitar. One that's sort of designed for live performance that allows you to switch through presets and activate tuner and tap tempo. You can connect an expression pedal to the Blue Board and it can function as your volume pedal, or you can map it to control any parameter, so the blend of your reverb, wet and dry, or the amount of gain on any overdrive pedal that you would like. The other mode that you get with Sunday Guitar out of the box allows you to use the Blue Board for live looping and preset switching at the same time. You can also use Sunday Guitar with any other MIDI foot controller or hardware that you would like. To give you another layer of control, Sunday Guitar also includes a Touch OSC template. Touch OSC is an inexpensive app you can get on your iPhone or your Android phone, and it allows you to control parameters of Sunday Guitar from your smartphone. Using Touch OSC, you can control the Tonic Ambient Pad Generator, which is our proprietary ambient pad generator that runs within MainStage and actually generates an ambient pad in the key of your choice in real time. Using Touch OSC, you can select the key with a single press of a button and then just turn Tonic on, and it gives you this awesome ambient pad that's perfect for gluing the sound of your band together or nailing transitions. To choose a new key, simply press the key of your choice, and there's a perfect smooth crossfade between the two. You can even use the XY pad to adjust the character of the tonic drone in real time so that it doesn't fill too much space in your mix, or if you need things to sound more full and opened up, you can do that here, all from your smartphone. Any smartphone can be used to control the tonic section of Sunday Guitar. We've also included in the TouchOSC layout 5 favorite switches that you can use to jump to any 5 favorite patches of your choice at any time, or you can use these to toggle on or off any effect of your choice. You can blend those two options as well. So at any patch you could toggle on or off any effect that you wanted, or you could jump to an entirely new patch, all from your smartphone. So when you combine TouchOSC and a foot controller like the iRig Blueboard, it's a really tactile experience. Like I said, as a guitarist, I understand how important and natural it is to feel connected to your gear. And so I wanted to make sure that we captured that experience here with Sunday Guitar. To get started with Sunday Guitar, all you need is a guitar, an instrument cable, and an audio interface with a 1/4 inch input. That's all you need to connect your guitar to your computer and then right into MainStage 3 running Sunday Guitar. So you don't need a bunch of expensive equipment or converters to be up and running. Any audio interface with a 1/4 inch input and a gain control, you plug your guitar right in and you can be playing in just a matter of minutes. Now I've talked with you about how Sunday Guitar functions, how you can use it to feel connected to your equipment for a live performance, and how you can move through your patches and presets and interact with the software. But the most important thing is how it sounds, right? Guitarists are discerning, and we've designed Sunday Guitar to satisfy even the most discerning tone snobs. I'm a tone snob myself. I love my analog gear. I've got vintage tube amps sitting right over here in my studio. I understand the concern and the hesitation. So what I love to do is play some of the sounds that you can get with Sunday Guitar for you, so that you can be the judge for yourself whether or not Sunday Guitar is a good fit for you in your live guitar performances. Alright everyone, so let's start to dig into some of the presets that are included with Sunday Guitar. Really quickly, I want to give you an overview of the workspace so you can get familiar with it. Starting here at the top, you have your output section, where you have your master volume, mono if you're running a single line out to your soundboard, a phase switch, which is really important if you're running mismatched amp pairs. Oftentimes you're going to want to reverse phase so you don't have phase cancellation. A tuner, tap tempo, and then the stereo spread control, which is really handy if you're playing with headphones on. Sometimes you might not want this amp and that amp to be totally disconnected. So when you bring down the stereo spread, then you get a little bit of bleed between the two, which makes for a more enjoyable listening experience at times. So many of these things are just to give you control over the way that you want to approach it. You have two stereo amps in Sunday Guitar. So you have a left amp and a right amp. So you have your output gain, your microphone type. Here's where you can scroll through the different heads and the different cabs. So you have amp and speaker options. And then this XY pad is where you can dial in the microphone position. So further down to the bottom is closer to the cab with the mic. And then further up top is more distance. To the left is centered on the cab, and then over to the right is off center for both. So you can dial those in. And then in the center you have the amp section, where you actually control the gain, the master, the EQ of the amps. And then you have a patch list up here so you can scroll through your presets. And then down here you have all of the effects pedal options, the live looper, and the tonic ambient pad generator section of the template. So we've got all sorts of different presets. You've got sorted by type. So we have clean presets, worship presets, dirt, ambient, amp pairs, some experimental and tutorial presets to help you sort of learn your way around the template. And then we've even got presets that bypass the amp section for folks that want to run Sunday Guitar out into physical amps. Some presets for acoustic guitar, and then also a few presets that run some MainStage keyboards through the pedal board and amp section of Sunday Guitar, which is pretty cool. I've pulled out 7 presets that I'd like to demonstrate for you now to just give you sort of an idea of some of the sounds that you can get using Sunday Guitar. Alright, so let's start to check out some of the presets. This preset is called Edge of Breakup, and you've got the amp sort of right dialed in on the edge with the gain boosted a little bit, so that your playing dynamics and even your pickup selection really influence the character of the sound, and you can push it into overdrive if you really dig in. So that's sort of right on the edge of breakup, and I've got another patch here that's called Mid-Green Drive that has a really similar tone, but with the Green Dragon overdrive pedal engaged. So I could switch to this preset in live performance like this. Or if I wanted to, I could actually copy that pedal bypass over to one of the favorite 5 buttons by just copying and pasting. And then I can use Touch OSC on my smart device to turn that effect bypass on or off. Or you could use this, you could connect any MIDI controller, any foot switch that you wanted to those 5 favorite buttons and be able to just toggle them on and off without having to change presets. So that's 2 different ways that you could go about it. Let me demonstrate this Mid-Green Drive patch a little bit more for you. It's got a few different effects on it, some compression, some delay, and some reverb. If I wanted to bring in more reverb, I could just adjust the wet knob here and add a bunch more. Mellow things out by rolling my volume knob back. And if I wanted to, I could save this as a new preset and add it to my patch list if I wanted to be able to bring that sound up without having to tweak any knobs in real time. One of the more challenging things about digital modeling when it comes to guitar tone is overdrive effects, and heavier tones oftentimes are the most difficult to execute. I feel like we really nailed some dirtier sounds in Sunday Guitar. This one's called Heavy Dirt. And I can toggle that mouse rat overdrive off and clean things up. So I could have 2 different presets, one with the mouse rat engaged and one with mouse rat off, or I could take that effect bypass and map it to one of the 5 favorite switches so I could do it in real time without having to change presets. But you can really easily go from heavy tones to clean tones and all that space in between. Sunday Guitar also does a really great job of nailing more ambient tones. This patch is designed to model the famous RV5 mod reverb that's so popular and prevalent in praise and worship music. it's a really, really nice ambient patch. And if I wanted to be able to, let's say, add shimmer or take shimmer away in real time, then I could just copy these two effects mappings. And then I could paste them to one of the favorite switches here. Just click Override Concert Mapping and then paste. So now I can bring shimmer in or out from my iPhone or other smartphone. I can just bring it back out. And by default in Sunday Guitar, all 5 favorite switches are set to jump to patches 1 through 5. So unless you have an effect or something mapped to one of the 5 favorite switches at the patch level, then all you have to do to jump to a patch is just press a button. So if I press favorite 3, I'm going to jump right back to that heavy dirt patch. I'm going to press favorite 4 and I go right back to that reverb modulation patch. And then I've got the blue board at my feet here, and I can scroll through previous and next patches right here as well. So I've got this patch going on. Kind of a mid-tempo, but if I wanted to, I could use tap tempo on the blue board in live mode to be able to adjust the tempo. And then I could also turn on or off the tuner. I've got an expression pedal connected to the blue board as well, which allows me to do volume swells with my feet. So right here. Turn on the shimmer. Really nice. This next patch is from the Ambient set that's included in Sunday Guitar, and there's all sorts of really great shimmery drone type stuff that you can do. For this patch, I'm going to demonstrate how the tonic Ambient Pad Generator works. We're in the key of C now, and all I have to do is turn it on. And I can change patches and tonic just keeps playing. If I wanted to change keys, I just choose a new key. So just key of D. There's a nice smooth crossfade between the two. And then let's say that I wanted to fill a little bit more space in the high end. Just grab the XY pad there. Drag that up, I can fill in more space up top. Or I can make things more subdued. And then you also have an octave toggle that you can engage or disengage to fill just the right amount of space. And let's say that we wanted to go to the key of A, I would just press the key of A, and it would take me right there. If you have an iOS device, you can hardwire into your computer using a USB cable, or you can connect over Wi-Fi. Either option's pretty reliable in my experience. So we've got this drone going the key of A, and then we can play some really nice stuff over the top of it. Turn tonic off, and it fades out gently over a few seconds. I'm going to demonstrate another more overdriven tone for you now. This is a pretty modern sort of crunchy overdrive with a good bit of compression. cleans right up when you roll your volume knob back. And it's also great for higher register playing. I'll turn on the Old Man delay, which is my favorite delay in Sunday Guitar. This is modeled over after the old Deluxe Memory Man delay, so you've got a tone control and then this really great chorus modulation that you can dial in. Let's see, we'll set our tempo here. And the last patch I want to demonstrate for you is called Americana. This is a pretty nice clean tone with some tremolo and some compression. And using one of the more retro amp models. You've got a matched pair of amps here, mic'd with matched condenser amps or microphones as well. Sorry. And then a nice spring reverb to give you sort of that slap back. So there's some really great clean tones that you can get in Sunday Guitar as well. Really quickly, I want to demonstrate how live looping can work for you. I'm going to remove some of the presets from my Sunday Guitar concert. Something I recommend that you do once you put your set list together, remove the patches that you're not going to use for a given performance because it reduces the strain on your CPU. Since I'm also screen recording right now, I want to make sure that I'm not pushing my computer too hard. So I'm going to remove all of these other presets and then demonstrate how live looping works for you. So you've got 4 buttons on screen that you can assign to your hardware. By default, when you open the looper version of the concert, which is included, you get control over record, play stop, and undo. And you get the 5th button to be able to control undo by connecting a foot pedal, like a sustain pedal or any foot switch, to the 2nd expression port on the blue board, or if you're using a different MIDI foot controller, you can assign whatever button you'd like. All right, so I'm going to start with the Americana patch, and then we'll do a little bit of live looping. All right, folks, so that's a little bit of how Sunday Guitar can work for you as a part of your live guitar rig. If you have any questions about how the template works, don't hesitate to reach out to us using the contact form on our website. And be sure to check out all of the other information on the product page for Sunday Guitar at sundaysounds.com. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Thanks for your time and attention, and I hope that you'll make Sunday Guitar a part of your live guitar rig. Have a great day.